Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the one and only Star Soldier 1 back here again. And I'm back from the VGCC swap meet. That's a mouthful. Okay, so I went there to Waterloo, Ontario. Sold a whole bunch of stuff, bought a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, so what did I get there? Oh man, you have to excuse me. I'm like really, really tired. It was a long day to get there, 3 hours to drive, 3 hours to get back. I'm just making this video right now, and yeah, man, I might beat. But thanks again to everybody that showed up. J-Rod, James, cannot be tamed. It was cool meeting her for her first time. Erica Saibo, just so many people. Pro Frank, Jason Relaxation. I think I've recognized him somewhere before. I don't know. And yeah, just so many people that just said hi. And yeah, just let me show you some of the stuff that I got there. Yeah, I got a nice Pac-Man keychain. It's always nice to get some Pac-Man swag. Because, you got Pac-Man swag. That's so awesome. Yeah, I got, this from Project Reality. Thanks again, dude. He let me, partake in a little contest there. I think I got 2 right, 2 wrong. But he was nice enough to give me a controller for that, so that's cool. Yeah, there was also a dude selling a whole bunch of Sega Master System games. I had to get some of that. I'm always up for, expanding my Sega Master System collection because it's very, very underrated. Okay. I got rid of my Super Nintendo a while back with my Sega Genesis, but hey, I got this recently, so hey, if I want to play some more Sega Genesis and more Super Nintendo stuff, hey, I could just use this thing, and that's so cool. Hopefully, it works just as good as the original systems, but hey, I don't see why it wouldn't. What else I get here? Yeah, Steve, Gooby, and Andrew, they were running PDX table, and yeah, I bought some games off them. Mostly newer stuff, but mostly gooder newer stuff. Gooder. Little Big Planet, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Yeah. People rag on these games because they're newer and all, but they are good. Okay. Also got some Super Nintendo games. Super Pinball, Super Urban Strike, Super Pilot Wings, yeah, and what else I get? Super Bowling, Super. Also get like another pinball, Super Pinball, but you can never have too much pinball. Yeah, Jody, he gave me this. Dude, I think I still have to pay you, so unfortunately, he had to get out of there real quick, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to give you your cash. But thanks again. I can't wait to try this out because this is a canceled PC Engine game, Space Fantasy Zone. Yeah, I can't wait to try that out. I heard you can actually touch a girl's breast in this game, but I heard the reason it got canceled because it is a Sega game and they lost their license, and it'll be cool to try that game out to see if it's as good as I think it is. Or at least as good as I hope it is. Okay. Just a whole bunch of original Nintendo games. Look at that. It'll be hard to list off all of them because some of the games are pretty unremarkable, but hey. You also got some real gems in there too, like Vegas Streams. Not too bad. Operation Wolf. Yeah, got the original Dragon Warrior combo games, stuff like that. Nothing like too rare or anything. I heard like Ryan, he actually bought a little Sanson for like $1,000, which is pretty much the going rate of the game now. Yeah, there was even a Flintstone Surprise Dinosaur Peak there for sale, and I think it also went for close to $1,000. It's weird that the little Sanson is going for more now than the Flintstones, because I think Flintstones is still the number 2 rarest licensed NES game, and Little Sanson is still number 3, but it's getting, you know, up there where Little Samson is starting to edge out a little bit. Maybe I need to do a review on Little Samson. Maybe drive out the price a little bit more. I don't think too many people are going to care, but I don't know. Maybe people will see that review and say, maybe I should raise the price of that game. I don't know. I don't want to drive prices out, but that's how the market is sometimes. Oh yeah, Total Recall. I don't know why I bought that. Yeah, Star Soldier. Haha. You know I had to get that. And that one's in very clean shape. Like I could probably eat off that or lick it. It won't get too many diseases or none. Okay. Man, I got a lot of Nintendo games here. But I'm very low on Nintendo games at the moment. Okay. A lot of these are going to be like label upgrades to what I have in the next room. If not, yeah, I'm just going to bring them to the 400 market next weekend. Yeah, if you don't know me, I also run a 400 flea market booth on the weekends and I sell video games there. If you're interested, you know, please check it out. Help me out because right now I'm totally broke. Yeah, that's the thing. When you're done a show like this, you usually end up with no money whatsoever. Okay, got Blades of Steel. Yeah, Shellgate Classic. Yeah, Super Black Bass. Solar Striker. I reviewed that one actually. Pretty good game. Cool Spot. Yeah, Harry Potter. Puzzle Scavenger Hunt. Yeah, Snoopy. Tecmo Bowl. Yeah, they made one for Game Boy. And Quits. What was that? Yeah, also The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, some pretty good little Game Boy games there. You know, it's black and white and all that junk, but very underrated system because they still had a lot of good games for it. Oh yeah, and I still have more original Nintendo here. Yeah, that just goes to show you that how much I love this system. And yeah, the Dash Galaxy, very awful game, but a label upgrade I definitely needed. Holy crap, that's over 30 original Nintendo games I got here. Thankfully, they were cheap because there was... I'm sorry if I went to your table and didn't buy anything, but I was so broke after this. Man, there's so... I'm usually the one with the most money that goes there to these shows, but not today. Yeah. Yeah, thanks to everybody that went to my table and bought some stuff. You really helped me out because I didn't really have too much money that day in general. And thanks to the other vendors over there who cut me a deal on some of these games. Like, a lot of these games are, you know, fairly cheap. Yeah, a lot of these are like good titles too, like the Miss Pac-Man, the Turok, you know, Mace, Forsaken. Alright, that one's not too good. Well, yeah. Just some more N64 goodies. Okay, what else I got here? 3D Tic-Tac-Toe in the box. Yeah. And a Pac-Man. Yeah, that has an original sticker on there of $30. Yeah, I remember Woolworths. They were a cool store, but yeah, they're not around no more. And also got some cool Sega Genesis games like Lightning Force. This is actually Thunder Force 4, but they had to rename it here in North America. And yeah, it's a very awesome shooter, very underrated. Biohazard Battle, not as good, but still not too bad either. Miss Batman, you can't go wrong with that. You know, I love me my Miss Batman. Yeah. And Sonic Spinball. Yeah, it's kind of iffy on that one. Okay, and yeah, got this one here. Captain American Adventures. No! Anybody remember that arcade game? Well, it plays nothing like it. The original Nintendo game is more like a, you know, traditional platformer. No! Okay, and one, yeah, the coolest things that I got to swap was a cool way to spin my collection that I've been kind of neglecting for a while. My Neo Geo Pocket Collection. Yeah, the Pocket Color. I got this game complete in box. I think I just have like the normal cartridge and that's kind of boring. So I decided to upgrade. Yeah. I got the slot machine Neo Geo Pocket game. Why did this system fail again? Don't you want to play the slot machine game? Yeah, that one wasn't cheap either, but I needed it for my collection. Puzzle Link, yeah. An interesting little take on, the usual Tetris-esque formula out there. Yeah. Neo 21. This is gonna suck. But yeah, this one has to deal with cards instead of like slot machines. And Shanghai Mini. I'm probably not gonna play it too much, but hey, I need it for my collection. And yeah, those are 5 very beautiful Neo Geo Pocket games. A very, very underrated system, and it's a shame that it only lasted for a year. And I'd just like to see if I can get the complete set. I think I'm only missing like about 3 games, and that's about it. But I don't want to say what 3 games I'm missing in case anybody goes on eBay and buys up all the games and raises the prices and all that. Oh, it's nuts. Yeah. Thanks again for everybody for showing up. I don't know why I'm in on ET, but here's a game that is sort of like going up in value. It just goes to show you that a few years ago, I couldn't sell this game for $0.25. And now this game is like going for like $10-$20. Just because of the all the news going on about retro video games and how they're becoming such a hot Konami or hot commodity now. Man, I can't talk today. Okay. So, what's in your game room? Yeah. Thanks again for Project Reality for giving me those cards. That's awesome. Okay. This is the one and only Star Soldier 1, baby. Over and out. Still the champ.